So you remember this from a few videos back. It's been sitting around the house. I've grown to like it. I think I want to make a few more, but I made up some pewter attachments that I'd like to add to it. So let me show you how I made these, and then I'm going to get some epoxy and we're going to put them on the pot. Well, I wanted to point out a couple things on how I made these models. You can start like I did with playing with clay. This is an oil clay, so I got a little more runtime in terms of modeling without it drying out. But I did build models for my fly and threw them on a 3D scanner and scanned them, and I just found that the amount of software time it took to clean up the scan, it just wasn't worth it. It was just quicker to work right in software. Using a tablet, and this software is called Nomad. It's really cheap. You have the free trial version, $15 for a full package. But, you know, sitting on the couch watching a movie the other evening, I was able to model up this frog just like, let me show you, just like you're working with clay. You know, you see how you can kind of pull that out, and you know, there's a lot you can do. You know, it is really cool. So, obviously I'm not saving this. But that's how I was able to do it. And let me show you my fly model. Here we go. So, works just like that. You can add shapes, you can model it, and then I take these and I'll 3D print them. See, and they come out of the resin printer like this. You know, little supports, they break away. and I'll print them in all sorts of different sizes. You know, some quite big. And same with the frog. Print it in different sizes, kind of different shapes. So no head curl on that one. Legs are a little different position, but that's what I'll do. I'll run the printer for a day or two and print out a bunch of different models. And once I find, losing pieces, once I find the sizes I want, that's when I go ahead and I use the rubber to make a mold and then move into the pewter. So you can see here I made several different size flies, and so this is obviously what the inside of the rubber mold looks like, and then I cut off the ones I like, and I cast this again and again. The wings on some of these were screwing up, but every casting is a little bit different, and definitely is affected by how warm the rubber is. Sometimes the second cast is better. The amount of baby powder you get into all the nooks and crannies. But that's how the flies were made. The metal is soft, so I can gently bend, but I'd like to get it something like that. Somewhere up here maybe I can get the fly mounted that it's going for, but that is what I'm going for right there. Well, it cured overnight. I'm really happy with how the epoxy with the stiffening agent worked. Didn't run. Feels very firm. More than adequate for what we're going for here. And I really like it. The only thing left to do is explore different patinas. You can put different sorts of acid wash on this pewter to darken it. But it'll also happen naturally just from the oil in your hands. But yeah, I think that's really good. I want to show you though, I think long term epoxy just really may not be the way. I can imagine epoxy being involved, but I would like to see about, you see here, 2 prongs in the edge of this mug, maybe for a fly or something, and I have a bowl where I can put something like a frog mounted on the wall, and then I have a bowl that has 2 prongs in the rim. Of course, I hope it's obvious the idea is to make the pewter piece, drill small holes in the bottom of the pewter piece, and then with the epoxy glue it onto these legs so you actually have a mechanical attachment. But we will see. You don't know till you try, but that's the plan. But anyways, the idea of putting them on the pottery, I find that really exciting. I want to do more of this. Let me know what you think.